What's going on, everybody? My name is Ty Stevenson. I'm the Waters Brewer, and today I'm brewing experiment 16 in the Waters Brewer Study. And what that is, it's 30 batches of the same recipe, same process. The only difference from batch to batch is water chemistry. And for this one, I am doing 8 grams of gypsum, 2 grams of calcium chloride, 2 grams of Epsom salt, and 3.2 grams of baking soda in my strike water right here. We're at about 150 degrees. I want to get it to 175 to hit my mash temp of about 151, 152. So yeah, let's go ahead and add the minerals in if you want to come check it out. So yeah, I'll just dissolve it. So I'll stir it on in there. And what high amounts of gypsum does, and it'll make the beer more dry, it'll make the beer more bitter. I've done things such as like 22.5 grams of gypsum, no other minerals in the mash alone, and that beer turned out good. It wasn't it was pretty fucking dry, but it wasn't excessively dry to the point where you can't drink it, which is pretty cool. If you guys have any questions throughout the little process, feel free to comment and I'll answer them. But what's going to happen right here, bringing this water to 175, hitting the mash temp of 151, 152, and then we're going to let that sit for an hour. And then we're going to sparge out, open the valve, drop it through here, collect it in this bucket right here. And then once I get about 5.5 gallons of wort, I'm going to put it back into my boil kettle here, bring that to boil for an hour. I'll add my hops throughout that hour. And then I'll use my wort chiller to get it down to about 75 degrees as fast as possible. And then I'll throw that in a new sanitized bucket, fermentation vessel, whatever, glass carboy, whatever you want to use. And then I'll throw my yeast in, aerate a little bit by shaking up or using an egg batter thing to just fucking oxygenate it real nice and good like. But yeah, that's that. I've done things such as all rainwater, all hose water, excessive amounts of baking soda, Epsom salt, everything pretty much. So at the end of my 30th batch, I'm going to be releasing a book, and it's going to be called the Waters Brewer Study Homebrewing Edition, because this is extremely homebrew. I'm no scientist, as you can see. I cuss a lot and I don't have everything scientifically down. But it's fun, I'm learning some stuff. I know what a lot of minerals do in water. So if you want to follow me along with my process here, you can head over to my Facebook page at Waters Brewer, or follow me on Instagram. And yeah, that's about that. Any other questions?
We got a question from Dave Rowling.
That's my buddy Dave. He lives 2 blocks away.
Dave, what's up? Isn't that pre-boil? He said. Post.
No. It's gonna be post-boil. So during the whirlpool. Yeah, during the whirlpool. Or if you don't whirlpool, then when it's cooling down to fermentation temperature. And what I'm drinking over here, I got a Sun Up Saison from Old Redwood Brewing Company. Pretty fire.
There you go, Dave.
Yeah, any other questions? Head over to my Facebook page. I'll be there. So, see you guys later.
2, 1.
What up, everybody? My name's Ty Stevenson. You already know this. I am the Waters Brewer. I am mashing in. My water's at about 175, so I gotta pour it now. So what I do, I'm gonna pour half my water in first. Pasteurize the mash down here, and then I'm gonna get my malt over here. I'm gonna do half my base malt. You guys know base malt sandwich, baby. Base malt sandwich. So half my base malt, and remember, don't try to make it as even as possible. You don't want to have any dough balls in the mash. If you get dough balls, the water won't get to the middle of the dough ball, and then you're wasting some sugars that can be turning into alcohol. Okay, so that's about half. Let's go ahead and pour the rest of my water in. Three and a half gallons of reverse osmosis water with 8 grams of 8 grams of gypsum, 2 grams of calcium chloride, 2 grams of Epsom salt, and 3.2 grams of baking soda, all in my strike water of 3.5 gallons of reverse osmosis water. So I just added my 1 pound of caramel 20. Now I'm going to add my half pound of carapils. And then I'm going to stir it up a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish it off with my remaining second half of my 7.5 pounds organic 2-row here, which is my base malt. And the point of this is called the mash. The point of this is to get the starches to fermentable sugars so the yeast can eat to make alcohol. I'm gonna let this, once this is done, I'm gonna let this sit in here for an hour. It's called the conversion, the mash, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of malt here. Alright, let's go ahead and stir that up. I'm gonna have to go get some foil to cover my opening so hot air doesn't get out. I want it to remain the same temperature for, I'm shooting for 151, 152, and I want it to remain that temperature for about an hour. Alright, and that, my friend, is the mash. Pull it up here. After I want my thermometer in there. Check that in about 1 minute. I just want to see what the starting temperature is so I can tell how much my cooler drops the temperature. But it's been pretty good lately. I haven't dropped temperature once, maybe 1 degree in the last like 3 brews. No, Remy. Drop it. Drop it. Come on now, Remy.
Thank you.
Good. Stretching, huh? Good girl. But yeah, that's that. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment. You know, I'll answer it. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you later. I just added my minerals. I'm stirring that motherfucker now. I'm extra whirlpool in this bitch. I just sanitized the spoon. So I'm getting those minerals all mixed in right now. And this is my experiment. First time pre-fermentation, post-boil. We'll see what's up. I don't expect too much difference, but we'll see. Alright, you saw it here first. WatersBrewer.com, baby. Bah!